Back now with Ken Falke, a Navy veteran who started a retreat to help veterans turn their post-traumatic stress disorders into post-traumatic growth. Also with us, Bryan, a former Army Sergeant, and Kathryn, Buckland, an Army captain who suppressed her PTSD until she found herself on the streets of Las Vegas. Kathryn, what happened? Hi.
Hi. So it was the Las Vegas Rock and Roll Half Marathon that I was doing with my sister. We do it pretty much every year. And unfortunately, it was right after the mass shooting that happened earlier. And so the streets were just jam-packed with security, a lot of bottlenecking, helicopters overhead, people up in towers. And I remember I was just getting very claustrophobic and panicky because we were just being, compressed down to such, funnels trying to get through the security lines. And somehow I got separated from my sister, who pushed all the way through to the top. And I had a complete panic attack because I feel like it just brought back or really amplified a lot of symptoms that I'd been experiencing with anxiety, worry, the fact that I'd been, separated from my sister, even though she was at the race, was just kind of like a sense of loss because I couldn't find her till the end of the race.
So how did that translate into finding Ken?
So actually my college roommate had gone through the program about 2 years ago, and we've stayed in touch, and she's been telling me to go. And I always felt like I wasn't deserving, or that somebody else had it worse than me and needed it more than me.
Why did you feel you weren't deserving?
I think because when you deploy or even not deploy, everybody has such different experiences. It might be one traumatic event, or it might be, they refer to it as like 1,000 paper cuts. And to me, my story is so much different from Bryan's that, also being dual military and seeing what my husband went through deployment, my focus was so much more on his struggle and his wellness than focusing on me. So I feel like suppressing that for so many years, and my coping strategies were not healthy, kind of amplified. And that's when I realized I needed to go to Boulder Crest, and went 2 months later.
So the thing about Boulder Crest, Ken, is it's free for military personnel, which is amazing, right? It's free. You don't refuse people. And you've got their main program is called the Warrior Path program. It's a 7-day in-person training session followed by 18 months of follow-up treatment. So what do you do for the veterans there?
Well, the program starts with the 7-day initiation at our place. So it's a combination of this whole framework of post-traumatic growth. We're teaching people how the education process of psychotherapy, what's going on in our minds and our bodies. We talk about regulation practices. We find that a lot of cases, if you can't self-regulate, you'll self-medicate. So we kind of teach people how to self-regulate through transcendental meditation, mindfulness-based meditation, some guided meditations, breathing, some simple things.
I know, Bryan, how would you describe it? That's like the forensic discussion, but how would you describe what they do?
Like he said, the TM, the transcendental meditation, has been huge for me. My wife, she'll say, you need to go TM.
Wow.
And because I can feel it. I did it right before we came here, because I was like JoJo, I was just, wound up, and I needed that release, so it brought me down.
We could go on about this, but I am so grateful to you guys for your service and for the courage in speaking out. To you, Ken, who he made some money when he left the service and decided to donate 47 acres of your own property to help veterans. What a legacy you are creating, not just for yourself, but for these men and women. All the best to you. Check it out. It's called Boulder Crest. If you want more information, go to today.com/Megyn Today. We'll be right back.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.